Just want to bring it to your attention. It's Make a Habit Motivation. And yes, I did say it. Here's a second addition to your video content for motivation. I'm doing another one. Here we go. Well, it's not even another one. I'm just continuing on. And I'm just playing around with angles. But you know what? I want you to really picture this in your mind, that people are not able to do business without people. I hope you heard that. People are not able to do business without people. So whether you like people or not, or you don't like interacting, or you're antisocial, without people, you cannot make an income. Just want to clarify that. So therefore, in regards to whatever you choose to do, you need to have people to buy into what you are selling. So you need to paint the picture with your words. You need to be confident in what you're doing. And I'm going to just break it down even further for you. Your mind is a powerful tool, and you need to continuously sharpen it with whatever knowledge, learning, whatever's out there to benefit from. That's what you really need to do that. Now, if you think about people with their minds who are, honestly, if you really do think about people that are stressed out, and they're stressed, and someone who's stressed, like really pressured in their work, you tend to find they're not happy in life, in their relationship or their business or whatever they're doing, and they're not really effectively working effective at all. They're not really being productive. And then what you find later is that they tend to seem to fall ill, and a lot of things don't seem to be working really great for them. And stress is the biggest killer. But yet people continuously allow themselves. You allow yourself to get stressed. Your mind is a powerful tool, but if you're allowing it to get stressed, you're breaking down your mental cells. You know, you're breaking down your brain capacity. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, because, and I'll explain further. The way you're breaking it down is by having mental blocks. So anything you've learned over time or you've learned recently, you're not allowing yourself to maximize from it. So therefore, even if you do decide to run a business and you were successful before, from the moment you hit with stress, that's when things start to go down and things don't develop how you originally planned. So therefore, you need to avoid stress as much as possible. Listen to the word stress. You need to avoid it. Yeah. You need to stay motivated, empowered, inspired, encouraged, and really just focus on what you really want rather than what you don't want. Now, if you think about the mind, if, like I said in the previous video, that from the moment someone who's ill, who was originally stressed, becomes ill with whatever the illness is, that doesn't even have to be life-threatening. From the moment the doctor says you are ill and you have this health complication, from the moment you tune in and listen to everything the doctor is telling you, that's when things go pear-shaped. That's why if you're going in going to get an operation done, a major operation, they don't want you to be sad. They want you to be at your best spirit. Your mind has to be at a level of positivity that you will make it through. If your mind is that you're not going to make it through, guess what? You won't make it through. And a lot of people that get diagnosed with terminally ill, whatever it may be, when they feed into it, you rapidly degenerate. Your body shuts down. Everything just shuts down. It's the same thing for those of people that have come out of hospital and they have a carer, and the carer is doing everything for them. Just the same as someone who's been living with their husband and wife or living with friends and family, and everybody does everything for you. So you don't really lift your hand. You don't really do anything for yourself. Your brain shuts down because it feels it doesn't need those skill sets. It feels it doesn't need the muscles that it's used before. It feels that it's just irrelevant to be used, so it switches off. And as you stop using those skills, tools, muscles, your body shuts down and your brain starts to liquidize, and then eventually you're not here no more, you're dead. Now, I'm not telling you something like I'm professionally trained in medical history, but all you need to do is look out there at the signs, the indications, the people that's done it before, and shows you that this is what happens when someone is stressed. When someone feeds into the negative thoughts, this allows themselves to not be alive anymore on the inside, eventually you won't be alive on the outside. That's why you need to make sure that you keep feeding yourself with healthy thoughts, healthy nutrition. Treat your mind like your belly. For those of you that are healthy, you need to have a healthy mind, and therefore you'll have a healthy body. So for those of you that ain't even healthy and you're stuffing your face silly, and you're blaming it on the food because of the taste of the food, or whatever it is you may be doing, you need to realize that you're the reason for why you're in the situation you're in. Yeah. So I ain't going to go into any more detail. I was just explaining. You know what's funny? As I was saying, I was going to run out of time. Guess what? I ran out of time. You know, I actually did run out of time exactly at that time I was going to say it. But you know, just getting back on to what I was saying, your mind. Honestly, your mind. And I'm going to just finish off on this one because I don't want to run any further and telling on time in taking up your time, because time is precious and time cannot be replaced. So I appreciate you watching this video. I just want to say one thing to you. When people, and repeat the same thing I said before and then add to it, when people are going onto the operating table, they want them to be at their best position possible. They want you to be at your best position possible. They want you to be as happy as possible. They don't want you to be feeling depressed that you're going to die, you're not going to make it, or therefore they're not going to do the operate. They're not going to operate on you because they know from previously before results and them doing their research, their market research, however you want to call it. What they do is they check to see how many people, the recovery rate on people that are happy to people that's not happy. Over time, they look into these things to make sure that they're not allowing you to go on the bed. You might as well call it the deathbed. If you feel you're going to die, you're going to die. So they want you to have that mindset. And obviously you're in a situation that you don't really have that mindset. You just don't even want to be on the operating table, where however it's going to benefit you, if you just don't want to do it because you're scared of dying. And when you have that in your head, that's what's going to happen. So you have to have clear thoughts and happy thoughts, and tell you about thinking of anything that makes you happy. And it's this, like, another example I would explain. You know, you got Great Ormond Street Hospital for children, yeah? For those of you who never heard of it, you might not be in the UK. Well, you might be in the UK, but you still never heard of it. The point is, those children, they don't send people to be playing horror movies to them and, scaring them, and doing all kinds of pranks on them and getting them out of their comfort zone. They don't do that. No, they give them clowns to look at, or to entertain them and to look at. They give them animals to stroke and pet. They do all of these things because it keeps their mental state away from how they're feeling on the inside, and it just distracts them away, and it keeps them happy, because those people that are happy most of the time are generally healthy or become healthy again in time. So are we missing something out here? We already know what we need in life, and we sometimes, and I have to say use the word we, because even I've done it before. I'm avoiding it as much as possible now. We tend to forget what we really need. Laughter keeps you happy, keeps you healthy, and when you're crying and you're depressed and you're down, that just brings you right down in depression and illness. So you got to continue to make a habit out of your great habits and knock out the bad habits one by one. Stay positive, productive, and patient, and believe, vision, achieve. Remember to be consistent, committed, and confident, and make a habit in God. Shout out Street Flavors for the haircut. Jerry, you hooked me up nicely. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the previous video. I've done things a bit different. I blogged my haircut within the motivational video. We're just switching it up and changing it up a bit. This is how we do. We do. This is what we do. This is the team. This is what we do. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm out for now. Make sure you watch tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be February, the 19th of February 2018. Crazy.
Watch men sound, watch them carefully. Right now in a Kingston City, all the baby from the titty said them now show no pity, yo. You tell live them life in iniquity, who no lack and I nil them a power with a maggie, yo. Right now in a Kingston City, I won't take your life, dog, just to catch a cabin.